So again, the sanggunian, no, they are authorized, the presiding officer of the sanggunian, no, to have to augment any item, or which means augment is to add or to increase item in the approved annual budget for the respective office. Kasi in the kapag kasi sinubmit na ng local chief executive ang LEP, is they are the one, no, sila din yung nagkakaroon or nagkakonduct ng preliminary evaluation sa LCE. They are going to check it, no. So the Committee on Appropriation or the Finance, the Committee on Appropriation or the Finance, as one of the standing committees of the Sanggunian, so shall be responsible for conducting a preliminary review and evaluation of the local expenditure program. It shall submit its report and recommendation to Sanggunian proper. So so as a part of the Sanggunian, no, ito kasi nga Committee on Appropriation and Finance at saka ito ang Secretary of the Sanggunian is kasama ba itong local finance? Hindi. Ang kasama lang sa sanggunian body is the sanggunian, as well at kasama sa sanggunian ang Committee on Appropriation of Finance at saka ang Secretary ng sanggunian. So, balik tayo dito sa Committee on Appropriation. So, di ba sabi ko, after ni local chief executive mag-submit ng LEP, the Committee on Appropriation and Finance is responsible, no, to conduct a preliminary review and evaluation of the local expenditure program. So, after the preliminary review and evaluation of the local expenditure program, ito ay isasubmit din nila sa sanggunian proper, wherein the secretary to the sanggunian, no, shall stamp the appropriation ordinance with the seal of the sanggunian and record the same in a book kept for the purpose. He shall affix his signature to the enacted appropriation ordinance and present the same to the presiding officer for his signature. Forward copies thereof to the LCE for approval. So, subsequently, he shall cause the posting of an ordinance or resolution in the bulletin board. Hindi ko nabasahin. Pero, kapag tapos na daw, yung, tignan ko nga. So, simple lang naman hindi naman simple. I mean, understandable naman kasi itong function ng Secretary ng Sanggunian. Kasi siya lang naman yung, after kasi ng appropriation ordinance, no? Kasi nasa isang document yan eh. So, lalagyan niya ng seal ng Sanggunian. And, he or she records the same in a book kept for the purpose. Then, he shall, no, affix his signature to the enacted appropriation, and after that, he or she is responsible to present it to the presiding officer of the sanggunian. And kukunin din niya yung signature nito, as well as magbibigay siya ng kopya sa LCE, sa local chief executive for approval, kasi siya yung mag-a-approve and siya din yung mag-veto ng appropriation ordinance. So, after, no, dito sa subsequently, after ni local chief executive na ma-approve or ma-veto ang appropriation ordinance, siya din yung magpo-post sa, it's either in the provincial capital. Ipo-post niya sa parang sa bulletin board yung magiging yung appropriation ordinance. Tapos ipo-post ito sa entrada ng bulletin board. So it's either in the provincial capital or sa city ba or sa municipality or sa barangay hall. So, in at least 2 conspicuous places in the local government unit concerned not later than 5 days after approval thereof, it is in accordance to Section 59, Republic Act number 7160. So, when we say conspicuous place wherein dapat agad-agad yun nakikita, no? Visible din siya sa lahat ng tao doon. So, the local finance committee naman, so, after kasi na ang preliminary evaluation and review, papasok na to sa deliberation ng appropriation ordinance. So, the LFC, no, the Local Finance Committee, siya yung nag-a-assist sa sanggunian, no? Sila din kasi they are responsible also for the analysis and review of the annual and supplemental budgets to determine compliance with statutory and administrative requirements. So, they are going to determine if itong annual and supplemental budgets na ginawa ng LEC is nagkaroon ng compliance with the statutory or which means permitted ba siya or ano tawag dito? Required ba siya or it is enacted by the state and it has the rights requirement. So they are going to check it. So the department heads the heads of department and office on the other hand naman, upon request the sanggunian through the LCE, heads of department and offices may appear before the body of the Committee on Appropriation Finance to explain or justify their proposal. So, 'di ba? After kasi na mag-submit, no, ng LCE sa sanggunian is dadaan muna ito sa heads of department. So, this department is they are going to explain or justify their proposal kung dapat bang isama yun or dapat bang may tanggalin doon sa proposal. So, bago pa ito dumaan sa Committee on Appropriation or Finance or sa preliminary evaluation, dadaan muna ito or para siyang si Local Finance Committee na dadaan ito sa head of departments and offices just to explain or or they are going to justify their proposal or pagbibigyan nila ng tibay kung dapat bang isama yung proposal na yun. So, the CSO and private sector group naman, should the sanggunian allow the CSOs to participate in the budget authorization phase. So, dapat nakalagay daw ito sa handbook on the participation of civil society organization in the local budget process kasi these CSOs and these private sector groups, no, they are representing us or they are representing every groups sa sa budget authorization phase. So everyone in the government can participate. So it is in accordance to the handbook on the participation of civil society organization in the local budget process. So kahit hindi ka kasama sa government or hindi ka employee or hindi ka naman public servant, if you are part of the CSO and the private sector groups, makakasama ka pa rin sa local budget process. Ito, Ito naman ay connected lang din doon sa sinabi ko dito. Ito din. Mas madali itong unawain. 'Di ba? 'Di ba the local chief executive, the sanggunians, the local finance committee and the heads of departments and official are the key players, no? The key players in budget authorization phase wherein the sanggunian, kung nakikita mo to, the sanggunian, part niya ay ang Committee on Appropriation and Finance at saka ang secretary ng sanggunian wherein the LCE submits the LEP executive budget. So naglalaman dito yung isasubmit niya ng LEP wherein naglalaman doon yung budget, yung income and as well as the expenditure ng annual and a supplemental budget. So ipapasa nila, so pupunta ito sa sanggunian, pero bago pa daw magkaroon ng preliminary review and evaluation, dadaan muna ito sa heads of departments and offices because they are going to explain why, kung bakit ganun yung proposal, and they are going to justify o papagtibayin nila yung budget proposal. Then saka siya dadaan sa Committee on Appropriations and Finance because they are going to undergo the LEP executive budget to a preliminary review and evaluation, na kung saan bababa siya, they are going to deliver, having a deliberation on the LEP, while the function or the role of the local finance committee, they are going to assist the sanggunian in analysis review of the annual or supplemental budgets. Yun yung, so magkakaroon ng deliberation. After the deliberation ng the LEP, magkakaroon na tayo ng i-authorize na yung budget wherein, 'di ba yung ang function kasi ng secretary and the presiding officer of the sanggunian is they are going to affix their signatures, no? So after they affix their signatures, ibabalik nila to sa local executive ng municipality, and then katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, ang function ng local chief executive is he or she will submit the LEP as well as at the end of the authorized the annual budget, he or she is going to approve, or he or she is responsible to the approval or for the vetoes of the appropriation ordinance, wherein kapag ito ay na-approve or na-veto, the appropriation ordinance is approved, the secretary to the sanggunian posts the AO and forwards copies thereof to the reviewing authority. Then if the EO naman is vetoed, the secretary or the sanggunian naman may override the veto by a 2/3 vote of all members. This is the majority. That's all.